Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we have a poem written by the famous Scottish poet and novelist Robert Louis Stevenson. And the title of the poem is From a Railway Carriage. We are doing this video in 3 parts. First, I will recite the poem, and after that, I will describe the difficult words. Then at the end, we will have a complete review of the poem. So let's listen to the poem. Faster than fairies, faster than witches, bridges and houses, hedges and ditches, and charging along like troops in a battle, all through the meadows, the horses and cattle. All of the sides of the hill and the plain fly as thick as driving rain, and ever again in the wink of an eye, painted stations whistle by. Here is a child who clambers and scrambles, all by himself and gathering brambles. Here is a tramp who stands and gazes, and there is the green for stringing the daisies. Here is a cart run away in the road, lumbering along with man and load. Here is a mill and there is a river, each a glimpse and gone forever. I hope all of you enjoyed the recitation. In this poem, the poet shares his experience of a railway journey. Right, he describes the train's amazing speed and he presents the scenery from the window of a railway carriage. This is the theme of the poem. Now let's go to the difficult words, and after that I'll give a complete review of the poem. Fairy, a small imaginary being of human form that has magical powers, especially a female one. Witch, a woman thought to have magical powers, especially evil ones, popularly depicted as wearing a black cloak and pointed hat and flying on a broomstick. Hedge, a fence or boundary formed by closely growing bushes or shrubs. Ditch, a narrow channel dug at the side of a road or field to hold or carry away water. Charging troops, soldiers or armed forces, rush against in an attack. Meadows, a piece of grassland, especially one used for hay. In the wink of an eye, very quickly. Cattle, animals of a group related to domestic cattle, including yak, bison, and buffaloes. Driving rain, heavy rain. Ever again, every now and then. Clamber, climb or move in an awkward and laborious way, typically using both hands and feet. Scramble, make one's way quickly or awkwardly up a steep, rough ground by using one's hands as well as one's feet. Bramble, a prickly scrambling shrub of the rose family, especially a blackberry. Tramp, a person who travels from place to place on foot in search of work or as a vagrant or beggar. Gaze, look steadily and intently, especially in admiration, surprise, or thought. Stringing the daisies, making garlands of daisy flowers. Lump along, move heavily with a heavy load. Glimpse, a momentary or partial view. So these are the difficult words from the poem. If you can understand the meaning of these words, you can understand the poem. Now let's go to the analysis of the poem. The first stanza. Faster than fairies, faster than witches, bridges and houses, hedges and ditches, and charging along like troops in a battle, all through the meadows, the horses and cattle. All of the sides of the hill and the plain fly as thick as driving rain, and ever again in the wink of an eye, painted stations whistle by. The poet says that train runs more quickly than the fairies can fly or the witches can move. When the train advances forward, it seems as the soldiers are attacking the enemy in a battlefield. The train rushes on, leaving bridges, houses, fences, and ditches behind. It also leaves behind the green fields where horses and cattle are grazing. Poet says that All the scenes of hill and plain were being crossed by train. As quick as one drop of rain follows another drop in a storm. Again and again, in a very short moment, the train was crossing stations with a whistle. From the window of the compartment of train, buildings of stations were seemed as painted pictures to the poet. Now let's go to the second stanza. Here is a child who clambers and scrambles, all by himself in gathering brambles. Here is a tramp who stands and gazes, and there is the green for stringing the daisies. The poet says that from the window of the compartment of the train, he sees a child climbing a steep ground by himself with difficulty. The child was also gathering blackberries during climbing. Poet sees a homeless person who was looking at the train with amazement. He also sees some ladies in a common village grassy land. They were making garlands of daisy flowers. Here is a cart run away in the road, lumbering along with man and load. And here is a mill and there is a river, each a glimpse and gone forever. Poet says that he sees a cart moving slowly in the middle of a highway. It was full of load and a cart driver was sitting on the top of the load. He sees a water mill and river while traveling in the train. All these objects appeared and then disappeared so quickly that the poet looked at them for a very brief time and they can never be seen again. I hope you have understood the poem very well. If you have any doubts regarding the poem, you can write down in the comment section. I have done the review of the poem in Malayalam too. The link of the video is given in the description box. Check it out if you need it. Subscribe my channel for more useful videos like this and enable the bell icon too so that you won't miss any videos. Take care. Thanks for watching the video. Bye.